Welcome back. Two illegal migrants have been hit with federal charges for the shooting of an off-duty Customs and Border Protection officer in New York City this past weekend. All caught on video, by the way. The charges come after the Department of Justice filed a lawsuit against the city and Mayor Eric Adams, challenging the city's sanctuary laws. The suit will actually get underway this fall. Mayor Adams reacting to the charges and the lawsuit earlier today.
The lawsuit was something that was put in place that we're always going to make sure we don't control who come across the border. But we must make sure that citizens or non-documents or whomever is that's in the city get the services they deserve. If someone commits a violent act like that, and these guys were repeated offenders, we should be able to coordinate with the federal authorities to address those situations.
But just because you come into New York, it doesn't mean you get services that you deserve. Both suspects, by the way, the mayor referred to are Dominican nationals with long histories of criminal behavior. Joining us now is U.S. Customs and Border Protection Senior Advisor Ron Vitiello. Again, the mayor goes halfway. He's against criminals being in New York. Illegal immigrant criminals should be able to jail them. But he still thinks if you get to New York, you deserve services. You go to school, you get free food, you get shelter. That's a problem.
It is a problem. He's wrong about that. That's not how the law works. If you come into the country without being invited, without being inspected, and cross illegally, you're in the country illegally in violation of federal law, in violation of immigration statutes. And the mayor can say those things, but that's not how the law works. He's absolutely wrong.
So the Department of Justice is going to sue New York and say enough with the sanctuary city status. But I know the president did this in 2017 and he lost in the courts. What's going to be different now?
I think in the initial stages, it'll probably be the same. This needs to go to the Supreme Court. The president is right on this issue. Federal law trumps, the state desires, and this wokeness that's infected big blue cities will prevail. They will prevail in the Supreme Court, and it will end sanctuary cities in New York. And I think other cities will follow suit. We saw what the Louisville mayor did a couple of days ago when the secretary, showing leadership, stretched out her hand in friendship and said, hey, work with us on this. And Louisville did it. And we hope other cities will do the same.
Yeah, that would be great. They said it's just not worth it to fight back against the administration. And they're right. So let's talk about Florida. Florida's done a great job cracking down on illegals because they have a very effective governor. So they needed more holding areas. So they set up Alligator Alcatraz. And today, Governor Ron DeSantis had a press conference to announce the beginning of the transfer of some of those detainees. Watch.
I've never seen one of you show up to comfort an angel mom who's lost a child because of illegal alien crime. I've never seen you raise any concern about the victims of illegal immigration. Not one time have I seen these Democrats caravan anywhere in this state, hold a press conference to be able to stand in solidarity with victims. I've never seen that.
So he's getting pushback because of it, because I guess there's some mosquitoes on the inside, and it isn't the greatest accommodations, but I think it hits the exact criteria necessary. But they are beginning to leave there, and that's significant.
Yeah, they're leaving. They're on the path for removal. They'll be removed from the United States. And so we're grateful to the entire state of Florida. Lots of ICE 287G partners in Florida, I think the entire state. And just as an aside, the Border Patrol in Florida caught more aliens than they caught on the southern border, any sector in the southern border the day before yesterday. So there's a high level of cooperation. And you talked about this earlier in New York. Humans respond to incentives. If success is being released into the United States for illegal aliens committing crimes and then being released, they're going to continue to come and commit crimes. But that's ended at the border. The physical border is in better shape than I've ever seen it. And in places like Florida, you have lots of local cooperation where when people are found in the country illegally, and the criminals as well, they're being removed quickly, and that's a good thing. And it changes behavior both in Florida and at our southern border.
Absolutely. And what the military's done at the border and what they've done in organization as well as with the Coast Guard has just been phenomenal. And I think it's defied, not enough attention's being given and credit's being given to all you guys for what the president under his leadership has pulled off. I didn't think it was possible. Ron, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Hey, it's Will Kane. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Cain podcast for full episodes right now.